A cute girl was calling his name while walking around with a baseball bat. Normally, Matsumoto wouldn't hate being chased by a girl like her, but this time was different, because if she found him, she was going to kill him. As he hides nearby, she keeps telling him to come out already. So how did things get this bad? For that, we have to go back a few days. Matsumoto is trying to pay attention during class, but he doesn't understand a single word, so eventually he just gives up. It's not like he really needs to get into a good high school anyway. There's nothing left to do except have lunch. He'll be fine as long as he doesn't get caught. But while he's eating, he glances to the side and notices one of his classmates studying diligently. Except the book she's reading isn't the class textbook. Just then, his teacher Karate chops him on the head and tells him to come see him after class. At the staff room, the teacher gives Matsumoto an earful. He asks if Matsumoto is even listening. He isn't. But Matsumoto still answers enthusiastically, saying he'll make sure the teacher doesn't catch him next time. The teacher realizes there's probably no fixing this guy. As Matsumoto leaves, he sees the nerdy girl from class rushing past him with a broom in her hand. Later, while eating lunch on the roof, Matsumoto is suddenly interrupted by that same girl. She jumps from the guardrail all the way to the school's water tank. Then she simply says hello, like this is completely normal. A moment later, the two of them are sitting beside each other. Matsumoto asks if she's a witch, and apparently she is. Her name is Izuka Chisa. Matsumoto can't believe witches actually exist, and out of everyone, his classmate is one of them. Chisa explains that they're officially called female sorcerers. Although in her case, she's still just an apprentice's apprentice. She's studying to become a proper witch by coming to school and helping people at the same time. Then the school bell rings. Chisa quickly runs off, but before leaving, she tells Matsumoto to call her if he ever needs help. Then she jumps from the guardrail, trying to fly away, and immediately falls straight through the tree below. At the infirmary, the nurse asks what happened. Matsumoto explains that Chisa fell from the roof, so she's a little lightheaded. Chisa lies down, and Matsumoto gets ready to leave. But before he goes, she apologizes for causing him trouble. She insists that if he ever has any problem, he should tell her. Otherwise, she'll feel bad for being a nuisance. So Matsumoto thinks for a moment, and then he says that in that case, they should be friends. He's only been at this school for a short while, so he doesn't really have any friends. And eating lunch with someone would be nice. He asks if that's too much. Chisa gives him her hand and tells him they should be good friends from now on. With that, Matsumoto leaves, saying he'll let the teacher know what happened. The nurse and Chisa both comment on what a good person he is. Meanwhile, Matsumoto is thinking improper things because he had to carry her earlier. I guess nobody is perfect. The next day, Matsumoto has drawn eyes on his closed eyelids. Chisa tells him to wake up. Everyone knows he's pretending. After that, the two head out to eat lunch together. Chisa says she wants to show him something interesting. Chalk. But not just any chalk. She draws a circle on the ground, and when she steps inside, she disappears. Matsumoto tries it too, and a group of girls watches in complete confusion as the two of them appear and disappear over and over again. Then Matsumoto borrows the chalk for himself, and somehow the two of them end up stealing the principal's wig. Apparently he's been bald this whole time. Later in class, Matsumoto notices Chisa writing something. When he asks what it is, she says it's a recipe for a love potion. Matsumoto asks if he can help make it. Chisa timidly agrees. So the two of them head out to gather the ingredients. First, they get a hairy caterpillar, then spider thread, then hair. And finally, the last ingredient they need is 2 liters of a man's blood. As she says this, Chisa is casually swinging her baseball bat around. Matsumoto immediately starts running, and Chisa chases after him with a smile. She tells him not to run because she's only going to take a little blood, but Matsumoto rejects that offer immediately. There's no way he's surviving after losing 2 liters of blood. And now, we're back in the present. Matsumoto is hiding behind a table, while Chisa complains that he promised he would help her. Then she quietly says his name, Akira. She says she's actually doing this for him. He wanted the potion, which means he's planning to use it on someone, right? And she's been helping him because she realized something. She likes him. Akira is completely stunned, but then Chisa immediately brushes it off as a joke. What a psychopath. Akira curses his own stupidity, realizing he was only inches away from coming out of his hiding spot. Then Chisa decides he probably isn't there and walks away. Akira can finally calm down. Slowly, he creeps out from behind the table, but then he notices something strange on the ground. A chalk-drawn circle. He wipes part of it away, and there she is. Chisa swings the bat straight at his head, but right before hitting him, she stops. And then she starts laughing. She apologizes, explaining that it was all a joke. The real final ingredient wasn't a man's blood, it was a man's tears. And thanks to that little scare, she got exactly what she needed. Several days later, Akira is resting on the roof when Shiza arrives. She brought lunch for both of them. And not only that, she also brought the finished love potion. It's just a small pill, but Shiza warns him that it's very strong, so he needs to be careful. Then she asks who he's planning to use it on. Akira says he's going to use it on a cat. He picked up a stray cat, but it doesn't like him at all. Every time he tries to get close, it scratches him. Shiza listens quietly, then she smiles and says, in that case, she still has a chance. And that's where our story ends.